Good morning, class. Next week we are going to be starting a fun and exciting new unit, and this morning I would like to give you a quick introduction. Last night I had the honor of attending the Oscars and announcing the nominees for the Best Animated Feature Film. Please watch the video.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the 85th Academy Awards. It's an honor tonight to have Miss Melanie joining me in presenting the nominations for the Best Animated Feature Film.
The nominations for the Best Animated Feature Film go to Brave, which tells the story about Merida, who is a high-spirited Scottish princess who resists her mother's efforts to transform her into a more ladylike young woman. Faced with an arranged marriage she doesn't want, Merida runs away into the forest, where she encounters a witch who teaches her a dangerous spell. Directed by Mark Andrews and Brenda Chapman.
Frankenweenie is about young Victor Frankenstein, who is a science whiz that spends his time experimenting in his parents' attic and filming amateur monster movies starring his dog, Sparky. When Sparky dies in an accident, however, Victor decides to see if he can reanimate his beloved pet. Directed by Tim Burton.
Paranorman is a story about Norman Woodcock, who is a smart lonely boy living in the New England town of Blythe Hollow who has an unusual power. He can see the dead and communicate with the spirit world. His strange talent does little to endear him to his fellow students or his older sister, but it draws the attention of local eccentric Prendergast, who gives him dire warnings of an approaching curse. Directed by Sam Fell and Chris Butler.
The Pirates Band of Misfits is about the pirate captain who leads a band of buccaneers who remain fiercely loyal to him despite his shortcomings as a raider and pillager. Facing stiff competition from more successful high seas brigands, the captain is nevertheless determined to capture the prestigious Pirate of the Year award. Directed by Peter Lord.
Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph is a character in a video arcade game, a destructive, oversized demolitions expert who dreams of transforming himself from a villain into a hero. Leaving his own game behind, Ralph sets off on an odyssey through a series of games where his programmed propensity for violence works against his efforts to change. Directed by Rich Moore.
And the Oscar for the Best Animated Film goes to
Brave.
The Oscar will be accepted by Mark Andrews and Brenda Chapman.
So what did you think? I'm sure someone here has seen one of the nominated movies. Have you ever wondered how they make these movies? Well, you are about to find out. Is there anyone here interested in making their own stop-motion animation movie? In order to produce a movie, groups of people work together as a team. You will need to consider many things before making your animation. Like in your group, you will need a director, producer, crew and actors or characters. A director is primarily responsible for the storytelling, creative decisions and the acting of the film. The producer selects the story and does the storyboard. The crew film the movie, edit the film and are responsible for the sound software. Other things to consider are a script, the location, props and what type of characters will act in your movie. Well, you will all work on these together in your groups. Are we ready? Lights, camera, action.